Good evening, everyone. Thank you for choosing to join us tonight. I'm Chantal Alatorre, and my Capstone report evaluated the effectiveness of Caltrans' $20 million adaptation planning grant program. In 2017, Senate Bill 1 was approved, which authorized Caltrans to administer $54 billion over 10 years to repair transportation infrastructure and improve transportation safety. Caltrans then created the Adaptation Planning Grant Program to distribute $20 million of SB1 funding to local and regional agencies, specifically for climate change adaptation planning. My Capstone evaluated 9 reports that Caltrans funded through their adaptation planning grant program to determine if the funding led to reports that actually met SB1 objectives, met the grant program's goals, and incorporated best planning practices. The methodology was divided into 4 phases. First, I established selection criteria to ensure statewide representation among the reports. Second, I reviewed state guidance and academic literature to create evaluation criteria to answer the research question. Third, I assessed the reports against the evaluation criteria. And lastly, I analyzed the data to determine how each report fared and how future grant programs could be improved. What I found is that yes, most reports did help advance SB1 objectives, met the grant program's goals, and followed most best planning practices that I looked for. However, the level of detail and effort to advance the goals and objectives varied tremendously. Let's use advanced equity, a SB1 goal, as an example. The city of Truckee, in their plan, included a roadmap with equity-centered actions that included actively seek direction from historically disadvantaged groups, prioritize investments in historically disadvantaged communities, reduce stressors and prevent new stressors to historically disadvantaged populations, and shift power to historically disadvantaged groups or populations over time. Meanwhile, Western Riverside Council of Governments encourages jurisdictions to consider unique strategies for reaching groups that may be unfamiliar with climate resilience. The difference in how 2 agencies chose to advance equity could be explained by the fact that the goal itself is open-ended, but it is also worth taking into account the level of influence that each agency has. Truckee is a town that has the ability to create policies and programs to address the effects of climate change in their community. Western Riverside Council of Governments is a metropolitan planning organization that does not have the same authority. They only advise their member agencies. The difference in power and influence only underscores the need to collaborate, form partnerships, and build capacity to create resilient communities. To address differences in how future programs and goals are interpreted, future funding administrators should establish clear metrics of success for all grant recipients. Thank you.